Hello everyone, welcome back to Motion RC. I'm James, and today we're going to be talking about the monster trucks, the micro monster trucks as you see here from Turbo Racing. Right now we have 3 available options. We have 2 of them here in front of you. This is the yellow option, or we have the black and orange option. There's also another option which I don't have here, which is the police car version. All things are going to be equal on all of these, only the police car does have like flashing blue and red lights, which these don't have, but these do have high beam lights on the top that you will see here in a little bit when we get going. What you see in front of you is everything that's going to come out of one of these boxes. So everything to this side came with the yellow one. So I just wanted to show you again the box, pretty small. You can see that you do get your pistol grip transmitter, and the coolest thing about these transmitters, I think, is the fact that you can charge using the batteries from this. You can charge the car itself directly from the pistol grip. So basically on the bottom there's like a little lever, and when I pull that back, you'll see when I pull up, there is the USB plug, which you can spring up and down. It's spring loaded on the pistol grip, and that applies to the USB-C underneath. So you just stick it on there, line it up, and you put it down, and then on the top of the pistol grip you have on and off switch, but in the center is the charge side. Now, since this one is fully charged, you won't see the red light, but if it was charging, there'd be a red light on under here, and that red light goes off when the car is done charging, and I've just had it charging. The pistol grip transmitter itself does come apart, so on the back there's a little tab. You can slide the top. That's how it fits in this box, if you were wondering. You can slide the top on and off very easily. Not that you'd ever take it apart once you put it together, but it slips on. And then from the pistol grip transmitter itself, you do have a couple great options on here. You have an ability to turn the lights on and off on the side. There's a switch here, which can go forward and back. You do have steering reverse, as well as steering trim, and you have dual rates as well, so you can change the speed proportional on the pistol grip. And you also, this switch here gives you 3 preset settings for speed on the model. So all the way to the left is full 100 speed, then this would be 50% reduced, and then like a 20% of full potential. So if you want to drive it slow around the track, you would go to that. If you're trying to jump and be crazy with it, go to the full throttle setting, and it's going to work great. As far as everything else that comes out of the box, you really just get the manual, which has a little quick start guide, because again, there's not much to these things, so the manual isn't going to be too big. And then you do get a couple jumps, so you get 2 steeper jumps, if you will, and they're just made of plastic, but you get 2 of these with each model, and you get 2 of the less steeper jump options. So for the most part, you'd probably be jumping like this from the steep one to the non-steep one, and we'll get to that in a second when we drive them around. So again, the black and orange one, I'll take this one off for a second just to show you. Same thing again. Look how small that is in the palm of my hand. I mean, these things are smaller than Matchbox or Hot Wheels cars. That's what makes them really cool. The monster trucks, there's real rubber tires in there. And on the bottom, you'll see there's a little on and off switch. And again, your charge port. So when I turn it on, you get you'll see the lights come on. It even has red lights in the back, which is kind of cool. Red flashers until it's bound. But right now it's not bound. And then I'll just take the top off. You want to see how cool it is. Just in general, when you pull the canopy off a little bit, I mean, look at all the work. It's just a board with the LiPo battery pre-attached to it, and that's just rechargeable again when you plug in. And you don't need to charge it through the transmitter if you don't want to. You could always plug it into a separate USB port. That port will work on most like Android phones. It's the same type of USB-C, so you could always plug into that as well. And when you just snap it on there, it looks really good. So now let's drive one around. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is turn on my transmitter, and that's just flipping the battery. You see a little blue light here. It's flipping the switch to the left if you're looking from the top down. And then again, turn on your truck, and you can see the red lights on the back will flash when it's not bound, but will be solid when it is bound. So now it is bound. I'm going to go down to the lowest the lowest setting as far as speed goes, and let's just take it around the course. So you can see it'll drive nice and slow when it's going around the course. And again, these rolled up tracks are available at motionrc.com. Right now we have 4 options. The one you're seeing is about the largest option, and the table I'm driving this on is 3 feet wide by 8 feet long. So this track itself is about 3 feet wide and probably about 5.5, maybe 6 feet in length. This is the largest track they have, but you can see with the tight turn radius, she'll stay on the course. So that was the lowest speed setting. If I go to mid, so the mid setting on here, which is 50%, you'll see we got a little more speed. And it gets a little harder for me to control. I'm not being so great at driving it around. But it doesn't cut the corners the way you've seen the video we did of the more racing cars from Turbo Racing. You know, they'll cut corners. These monster trucks are more for bashing. You're going to want to use them for the jumps. But you can see at full throttle, that's full speed. I'm just not even going to try to stay on the track. Just figure eighting. So that was 50% on there. Now let's go to 100. I'm going to move it back to here, Alex. And let's full throttle it. Woo! It moves all over. I'm trying to keep it on the track, Alex.
I'm trying to keep it in the shot.
You might have to cut to wide. But see, it's got a lot of speed when you go to 100% of the throttle, which is awesome. I mean, for something, again, this small. Now, you notice that's what you're going to need the speed for, though, is for the ability to use the jumps that are supplied. So if I put this here, let's just use one set to show you. So I'll put this like this. So I'm going to do it at full throttle. Watch, I'm not going to hit the jump. Ah! I knew it. There you go. So we made a jump. Cool. But now if I were to go at 50%, you're going to see that the jumps just aren't going to work. I've tried this before. And let me hit the jump. It's hard when you're... There you go. Just doesn't have enough force, so you can imagine even going lower, you're not going to be able to do anything, you know, to use the jumps unless you have the ability to go full throttle. But when you're going full throttle, she will, you know, she'll take the jumps pretty good for, you know, for, again, a micro RC monster truck. And again, you also, I forgot to say, you do have reverse, so you can forward and reverse. So there you go, guys. That's driving around some of the Turbo Racing monster trucks just on a mat here on the table. You can take these anywhere you want to take them, out on the driveway, out in the street. You probably get away with some dirt, but I don't think they're going to get over grass or anything like that. Again, they're super small. They're for indoor, mostly indoor fun and, you know, and excitement. Something that you and kids can enjoy for sure, but even adults just racing this around, you know, having 2 or 3 or multiples would be a lot more interesting than just me by myself here driving them around. But for all around purposes, everything you get in the box for the price, the fact that, again, a micro RC truck that charges on its pistol grip controller that has these awesome, they're like neoprene mats. You'd almost think of it like a high-end mouse pad is what the mats are made of, and they got nice color to them and some traction for them as well. For the cars, which just all around the Turbo Racing, from the accessories like the mats and the little gates and the jumps they have there, to the amount of the vehicles we got. There are gyro stabilized drift cars from Turbo Racing. You got these monster trucks here, and you have the regular sports racers as well. A lot of cool options coming from Turbo Racing. At 1/76 scale, you're going to be hard pressed to find anything on the market quite like these. So guys, that'll do it for us here today. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. As always, guys, hit the like button on your way at the door, and we'll see you next time at Motion RC. Bye, guys.